It's good to be alive. My name is Facelab, and good morning, good day, and good evening to all, and welcome to Night Fisherman. You spot a boat approaching in the distance. In the distance there's a boat, we don't know where it is. After stowing your flashlight, you reach over the side of the boat and collect a palmful of water. You throw it over your face, washing the night's stresses away. You pick up your rod and open your bait pouch. Okay, I want to tell you a story. A story of how I first started fishing. I mean, the first and the last time, because I haven't gone fishing from then. So, a friend of mine and his neighbor, we went on a fishing in 5 in the morning, and I bought myself a new fishing rod and everything, and we started fishing. But I didn't know how to fish, so they said just take the rod and just throw it, right? So I did that, and unfortunately what I caught was not a living thing. I mean, it was a living thing, but I caught a tree. And my friend said, how did you manage to do that? We had to, I think he had to just climb the tree to get the hook from the tree. So yeah, that was the first time. Second try, I threw a rod and I caught something. A living thing, but not a fish. I caught my friend, his shirt, which he was very frightened, because if the hook gets into the meat, it can be very dangerous. You can even go to the hospital. So he was afraid so we managed to unhook his shirt. The third time that I tried to swing, I mean, everybody was scared. I was scared, my friend was scared, his neighbor was scared. He was an older man, he was fishing for a long time, but he never saw a human being fish like I did. So the third time I did it, and I actually caught a little fish. I don't know how it's called in English, but it was a little fish. And yeah, that's my first and last experience as a fishing. So yeah, let's continue on with this story, right? So we open our bait pouch. So we hook a live maggot or toss boiled bait in the water. I don't know much about fishing, but if we toss a boiled bait, nothing will happen. Hook a live maggot, might catch a fish. When we were fishing, although we weren't fishing with the maggots, we were fishing with I remember with old bread, because old bread you can try to put it into, crumble it into a little ball, which is hardened then, and then you have to put it in water so it can be a little bit soggy, and put it on the hook. I didn't know fishes loved so much bread, but we caught so much fish with it. You wince as you pierce its squirming body, behold it regretfully for a moment, and cast the line. Well, you wouldn't be regretful if you had just brought old bread. And here's the boat, finally. We see the man in the other boat has a thin strap across his body. This looks a lot like Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series, or should I say legendary actor Bruce Campbell. I love that movie. I love Evil Dead. My first experience with that movie was I watched Army of the Dead in the middle of the night. It was, I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and my mother was sleeping. We were sharing a room, and there was a scene where skeleton arms, they come from the ground, from the graveyard, and they hook up to his to try to slap him and then put it into his mouth, and they do something like this, and I don't know what they did, but I was laughing so hard that I woke up my mother, and she just looked at me and said, "What are you doing? I'm trying to sleep." And I couldn't stop laughing. So yeah, that was my first experience with Evil Dead. I love Evil Dead generally, but the second part I love the most, the chainsaw thing. I mean, if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's definitely a horror classic. So let's continue on with the story. I'm just blabbering around now. Alright. On his back you can see the protruding stock of a shotgun. Yeah, I already said I noticed the shotgun. Ash Williams-esque, I would say. Oh, his name was Churchill. Is Churchill. Not remotely same as Ash Williams, but okay. Hello, sir. I'm Churchill with the EPG. Electrician, pouring Gatorade. I don't know. Pouring Gatorade. Okay. Hello, Fisherman says. Churchill, I'm checking in with all vessels in the area. I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind lending me a lighter. Mine must have gone overboard. Okay, of course. Oh, I have to click on it, of course. You toss the lighter to the other boat. Thank you, sir. You are Mr. Gardener, are you not? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I am. That'll be me. The other man lights his cigarette, then pockets your lighter. This guy just stole my lighter. His lighter. He just, in front of his eyes, he just took the lighter and put it in his pocket. I mean, who does that? You give someone a lighter, he returns you. I mean, you can't just take another man's lighter and just put it in. Oh, you gave it to me. Oh, it's mine now. You steal a glance around your boat. He stole the lighter and I steal a glance. Bad joke, sorry. And you know who I am, what I do. I don't know what you do. The fisherman does. Okay. I do. Then please tell me, what is it that I do? What kind of an ego do you have? I mean, are you gonna tell me, or do you want me to tell you what you do? I mean, that's egoistical, at least. You find immigrants, stay silent. Silent. I'm gonna say you find immigrants. You consider for a moment as Churchill's eyes fix on you. His eyes. I don't see his eyes, but let's say he fixed on me. His eyes fix on me. You're part of the English Protection Group. EPG. EPG stands for English Protection Group. Now we know. You stop smugglers from bringing immigrants into England. Bingo, that's the job Mr. F has given us, indeed. It's my duty to sail about, checking every boat out here, checking the caves, while I smokes a cigarette and maybe light my boat on fire. Who knows? Our leader doesn't want any immigrants slipping through the net. So good speaking to you, Mr. Churchill. But how am I able to help? Ah, I'm sure you can't. I'm told you're an upstanding man, Mr. Gardener. But perhaps you can help me another way. You must hear gossip, perhaps from Mrs. Gardener. Okay, how dare he? How dare he say that his wife is a gossiper? If I was him, I would go in this little boat, paddle to him, go on the boat, and give him a slap. Have you heard anything about the smugglers? Ah. You reach down, grab a tin of cheap Sandy Bass beer. I heard. They moved from further north. You spooked them. They stopped. We're not gonna be a snitch. We're gonna tell him nothing. He doesn't deserve anything to be said to him. Just a rumor, mind you, but they stopped operating. Apparently they got scared of the electrician's poor Gatorade and spooked into hiding. So they let their French counterparts know to not use this area anymore. Ah, a shame. So the cowards ran back to their mother's skirts. No fun. The man sighs into his cigarette as you drink your watery lager. There's an immigrant on the boat. How did he reappear now? We didn't see him? But we are actually hiding an immigrant. What's gonna happen? Well, in that case, there's nothing more for me to do here. The camera is fixed on the immigrant. Is it a boy, girl? I think it's a boy. My work is done. Sorry to have troubled you. Finally, go away. You stole my lighter. You interrupting my fishing. So I'm gonna there's no fish will be in the sea anymore because you scared them off. And I'm holding an immigrant, so maybe he's also hungry and maybe he's thirsty, so shoo. Not at all, sir. A welcome distraction. Alright, those words. A welcome distraction. Who says a welcome? What does it mean, a welcome distraction? Who says, welcome, distract me? Okay, I'm doing something. Well, I'm fishing. And you come and scare away the fishes, but you're welcome. You're welcome, sir. It's nice to... Okay. Churchill drops his shoulders. What? Head and shoulders? He takes and drops them? I don't know. Sorry, I have bad jokes. He's at ease now. His threatening presence is dissipating. Alright? So go away. Churchill turns his hand to his boat, readying himself to leave. Finally! Caught anything tonight? Not much luck tonight, no. Nor me. You know what they call me in the lefty papers? How do they call you? You know, you want all the answers to be told. You know the answer to this question, probably. He hovers for your answer. The Kid Fisher. The Kid Fisher? What kind of a name is that? Not gonna acknowledge that kind of a stupid name. That's a horrible name. I don't pay attention to things like that. No, of course. But you've heard it, surely. You know of the name. Boy, did you heard of the name? You didn't, right? Because that's a horrible name. That's just feeding his ego. We heard about it. And please, what is it? The dark masks the sweat on your brow. The Kid Fisher. The Kid Fisher. You're apprehensive, unsure how he'll react. They call you the Kid Fisher. Awful name, by the way. Pfui. Yes, a name well earned. He's focused on you again now, no longer leaving. He was about to leave. What did I do? He was the one who was asking questions. I didn't do anything. I was just... They call me this because I'm the best at fishing immigrants out of this channel before they reach shore. Well then, you can bug off. And because they say I cast them back out to water. So you leave them to die? I'm sorry that I even remotely thought about Ash Williams or Bruce Campbell in the same sentence as you are. I'm not a perfect metaphor. No, you're not. Here's a better one. The animal that best embodies the character of an Englishman is naturally the lion. Alright? We are proud, stubborn, often uninterested in menial labor, but so powerful that others will do it for us. So most of the APG will hunt in places which could hide a lion. They check sturdy shipping containers and yachts. But illegal immigrants are pigeons, not lions. Did he say that people are like pigeons? I hate pigeons. You know? I hate them. Because they poop everywhere. I had to clean 5 hours my window because they pooped everywhere. They're a menace. They're flying rats. One day, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm asleep and awake, and I see a shadow moving in my window. And there was a pigeon there. He had branches in his beak and a nest in my corner of the room. A nest! This guy, they swarm in great number. Oh, no, don't you say. They always swarm in great number. Attracted to urban places. My home, my room is not an urban place. It's my room. You don't see any other people here? Hello? Roost anywhere they can. Oh, no, don't you see. My room is also the place. And most importantly, we don't like them. Oh, you don't like them? Well, I don't like them either. I don't call people pigeons. Now, pigeons are really no different than the beloved jay. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about the pigeons anymore. But we malign the pigeon. Consider them dirty vermin because they are. They are dirty. They are vermin. What do you consider them? It's difficult to be a pigeon. Difficult to be a person who gets constantly harassed by pigeons. Mr. Gardener, I'm the best at catching them because I know what tremendous feats human beings are capable of once they abandon dignity. You listen in silence. I should too. Anyway. I'm sure you won't mind if I enjoy a tipple. What the hell is a tipple? Even the boy doesn't know. Go ahead. The other man pulls an elegant bottle out of his jacket pocket. The blue glass is artfully blown to appear as its thorny rose stems are wrapped around it. Jesus. You hold that in your pocket? What if it breaks? It could puncture you. Jesus. The bottle is capped with a cast metal stopper in the shape of a rose. He removes it and drinks from the bottle. Wow. Elegant. Sapphire rose. There is no better scotch. Shh. I'm going to have to inspect your boat. But when people cooperate with me, they are not punished. In fact, they are given safe passage home to their loved ones, and no charges are brought. Do you understand? Aye. The kidfish's face becomes deadly serious. Deadly serious! Deadly serious! Deadly serious! You're transporting an illegal immigrant, aren't you? Consider for a second that every consideration gives you away. There's nothing for it now. Aye. They're hiding underneath the tarpaulin behind you, aren't they? How does he know? Tears mix with the sea spray and sweat dripping into the boat. I will not throw you a line. Move far away from the tarpaulin and get ready to swim. The rope? Attached to the larger vessel lands at the fore of the boat, away from the tarp. You know what? No. I won't follow the instructions. I'm gonna go to the boy. You're nailed by the tarp. Take the boy's hand in your own. His confused eyes cut at you. I'm sorry, lad. Churchill takes another sip of sapphire rose, stoppers it, and places it back inside his coat. Such a shame, Mr. Gardener. You could have taken the rope and been dropped safely home. I'll send my regards to your wife. Oh, Britannia. Oh, no, you're not gonna. What did he shot? The fisherman's boat flips. The hull part is shattered. For a few seconds, Churchill watches the water, weapon at the ready. The boy resurfaces. Did he kill the boy? Gasping air, misted with the fisherman's blood. He shot the fisherman. Churchill lines up his final shot. Is he gonna shoot the kid? Then relaxes the gun with an aesthetic grin. You're an asshole. Laughing, he turns to his vessel and readies it to sail on. He's a psycho. He just killed a man, and he's laughing, and he wanted to kill the boy. I hope we meet again. Goodbye, little one. Watching the boat leave, the boy begins weakly to swim. How is the boy gonna survive? That's the end. We're making one short narratives game a month. To play more like this, search for Far Few Giants. Can't end like this. I'm not gonna let it. Sorry, developers. But the fisherman is alive. He's alive and well. He shot his arm, and he's bleeding. Since they're part of the ocean, there are sharks there. A shark approaches him, tries to bite the fisherman, but he gets on the boat of the Churchill. He smears the blood on the Churchill and shoves him with the paddle. Churchill falls into the ocean. The boy is there in the water, and the fisherman quickly extends his arm and gets the boy to safety. He gets the boat running, he pushes the wound, and he goes. The shark bites Churchill. Doesn't kill him. The boy looks sadly at the fisherman. The fisherman says to the boy, "Really? He wanted to kill you." The boy looks him more sadly, and the fisherman turns the boat around. Comes really fast. When the shark was about to take another bite from Churchill to kill him, the fisherman picks up the gun that the Churchill dropped in the boat. He takes the gun, he cocks it, and he shoots the shark in the mouth. Blood splatters all over. He takes Churchill by his hand, gets him to boat. Churchill says, "Well, thank you for saving me. I didn't save you. I just wanted my lighter back." Takes the lighter from his pocket and he says, while burning light in the lighter, he says, "No more Kid Fisher. No more killing, or I will burn you, bitch." He looks at him as he says, "Fine." And they all go to the starboard. They all go to Mrs. Gardner. She tends to the wounds of Churchill and Fisherman. She offers them midnight snack. She makes them sarma. Sarma is heals. And the fisherman says to Churchill, "Go, never come back." Churchill gets on his boat. Here he goes. The boy stays with the woman and the old man. And they hear stories of a man once who was a killer of immigrants. Now he just fishes fish and lives off fishing. Nobody knows his name, but they know that he once was the fearless one, and now he's nothing. And the end. I had to. It was in my head. I had to. So yeah. This was quite an experience. I'm sorry that I maybe ruined the ending, but I had to make my own. It was a sad ending for me. Maybe we should have quit it on that ending, but I had to. So be seeing you in the next episode, and have a great day. Bye. Tiddly doo. Toodly doo. Tiddly diddly. Toodly doodly. Doodly.